2024. What can I say? It's been a year. So at the start of 2024, and really before 2024, I set in my mind to really have the best year of my life. Now, it wasn't a bad year at all, but it definitely wasn't the year I expected it to be. And I spent a lot of time putting systems in place, really making sure I was setting myself up for success. I had my goals and my intentions and things in place that I wanted to do, and life and time and motherhood and my 9 to 5 all started weighing on me, and I started letting go of the things that I wanted to do for myself and really focused on the things that I had to do, especially for others. And so this year in 2025, I want to see a change. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel like I accomplished a good amount of things this year, but there's still so many things I left unfinished, undone, and really and truly just me in general. I did not properly take care of myself like I wanted to, and I believe that if I don't take care of me, I cannot be the best mother that I want to be. Just like they tell you on the plane, you have to put your mask on before you can put on your child's. And that is the energy I'm going into 2025 with. I started a series here on my channel, and I can't wait to continue it in 2025. And it's called the Transformation Diaries because my word for this year is transformation. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the final video of 2024. I am super excited. So we're having a nice, cozy night. I got my hot chocolate, I got my blanket because it is cold, and I have my journal and my planner, and it's time to talk about 2025. So I mentioned this before, but I have not really felt 100% ready for 2025. Like, I was on fire around October, November, and as December hit and I started feeling the exact same way at the end of the year that I felt at the beginning of the year, I just felt like I was more lost than ready for 2025. And I found myself kind of just like, it is what it is. But I came across 2 videos on YouTube, and it just happened to be on my home feed, so I know it was the Lord sending me that little message. And I'm going to post the 2 videos down below for those of you who may be like me and are kind of like, all right, I guess we'll see what 2025 has in store. But one of the girls was talking about prepping for 2025 and creating her vision board. And the process that she went through kind of made me think, because it was similar to what I did in the previous year prepping for 2024, but I like the twist that she added to it and the questions that she asked herself. So I started prepping for 2024 with reflection, and I did this across a span of like 3 days. And I just reflected on where I was, on my goals. If you followed me this past year and if you prepped with me in 2023, then you know I used a template that I found years ago. And it looks at health, finances, personal relationships. I say career, but it really says work, but career. And the other one I changed to like my home, things I want to do in my home life. So I'm encouraging you, if you are trying to figure out like what you really want 2025 to look like, start with reflection and then write down from your reflection the things you want to see different, the same, adjusted. So for me, for health, I was not the healthiest by far. Like, I realized that I was not the healthiest. I realized I did not take care of myself. I set out to take care of my skin and my hair and my body and me as a whole, and my self-care kind of tapered off. So I definitely want to look at that more this year. Personal, I think personal was the area that I did the best. I did get my car. I was so excited about that. I got my car. I did take plenty of vacations. Like, we went a lot, not as much as I would have liked to, because I put monthly just to get away, but I did get away. And then spiritually, I don't feel like I did very well spiritually this year, and so that is something I need to tap back into. But my finances, I did create 2 streams of income. So I signed up for LTK and Amazon Influencer, and I wanted to eliminate a lot of my debt. I didn't eliminate it, I did consolidate it all into one credit card. And so all of my credit cards have like zero balance except for the one. So that was like my step towards that, because I can pay that off with like zero interest. So yeah, that was my big girl move for the year. And to save $20,000. Now, I got close, but the point of saving that was to build this out here and do different things. And so I was able to do those things this year. So that goal was kind of met. For home, I really just wanted to turn my house into a home, and I started. It took me a while. It took me so long, and I finished 2 rooms out of all of my house. But yeah, so I did some of that. Relationships, I said that I wanted to form new friendships, and with that, sometimes I think we look at life and we're like, oh, I didn't accomplish that, but some things have to happen before you can accomplish those things. And for me, some of my friendships shifted. The ones that don't fit where I'm going and the me that I am now have kind of subsided and shifted. And not to say that those friendships are gone forever, just in this season, I feel like God is moving things around so that I can make those new connections. So that's it's kind of in the works. And then work in YouTube. So I did want to monetize my channels. I did not do that. But I did hit 1,000 subscribers this year, and I finished my principal certification program. So there are so many things that I was able to accomplish that I didn't realize that I accomplished until I sat down and really was like, So with reflecting and writing down like what I achieved, what I want out of 2025, I was really able to build out my goals for 2025. So some of the things I wrote down that I want to achieve and how I want to feel for 2025 is really connected to this whole transformation that I want to go through. Just being more put together, taking care of myself, balancing mom life, work life, and me, not neglecting me, and figuring out how I can do that without feeling like another area is suffering in my life. Just feeling more confident, feeling healthier. So yeah, that's kind of the things that I'm looking to. And so the second YouTuber I found, again, I'm going to put them down in the description. She had talked about being a Proverbs 31 woman this year and that transformation that she's going through. And it's so funny because that's not my main scripture, but that is one of the things I thought about. Not a Proverbs 31 wife. I think that's what most people like reference that, like when they think about a wife. But a Proverbs 31 woman. This woman is a powerhouse. This woman is an early riser. This woman really takes care of her household and makes sure things are in order. She's a businesswoman. That is what I strive to be. That is what I'm modeling myself after. So that is the chapter, the scripture that I am following for the year, as well as be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That is where I'm at this year. And so I created a vision board. I think this is probably the most detailed vision board that I've ever done. And in the past, last year, I made a whole planner for myself. And so I didn't do that this year because I feel like I just needed something simple. And I actually found a planner that resembles what I made in the style and the design that I wanted. And so I picked that up. It was like $10, simple. And then I made me a simplistic version of the planner that I had last year that just outlined the months so that I could do mini goals and mini objectives to reach my main goal. And so, yeah, that is what I did. And I took a lot of time to look at the things that I wanted out of 2025, how I wanted to feel, the different words and pictures that really framed my mindset for this going into 2025. Last year, I feel like I kind of just, picked a few things and was like, oh, that looks good for a cover. No, this time I really took my time. So last year, I feel like I really put intentions down and systems, and I really was focused on that. This year, I focused more on goals with intentions and objectives. So my goal for my health is to improve my overall health by getting to a healthy weight that I feel like is healthy and that I feel comfortable with in my own body. Exercising, sleeping better, having a better diet, and making sure I'm drinking enough water. So that's 80 ounces of water daily, which is 2 of my hydro jugs that I drink. And really, I could do that because I suck down one halfway through work. And so if I just take more water, I'm good to go. Cooking regularly and getting back to meal prepping. When I meal prep my lunch and breakfast, I feel so much better. So I want to get back to that. Getting enough sleep, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I do really well with 6 hours of sleep, but 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and really focusing back on my skincare, my hair care, and just taking care of myself overall. And back to exercising. I put 3 times a week as like my overall goal for the year. Like if I can get 3 times a week down every week, I feel like that is a good sweet spot. For finance, my goal is to save $10,000 by the end of the year. And I'm going to do that by setting aside $400 each month. I do not know how this goal is going to go because that means I have to like really limit my spending and adjust my budget. But yeah, that is my finance goal, as well as make $5,000 a month from my side hustles by the end of the year. So that's like the end of year goal is like to be at a $5,000 a month, like by December. And that is like a branch off of last year because I wanted to set up those streams of income. And so now from all of those, that is my goal. Relationships. So for relationships, I said I wanted to expand my social circle and build at least one new friendship. And with this friendship, it's something that would benefit both me and Cole because I have friends with kids that's his age, but they're like married friends or, you know, something like that. Like I need somebody who's where I am so that it feels more relatable. And so I said I wanted to get out more without my child, do more solo dates, and just continue to enjoy this single phase of life where I can just go and do as I please. My family has really been pushing me with that. Like, yeah, I need to get out more and do more because I literally go work, home, church. So yeah, that is something I plan on doing. And then career and work, I said that I wanted to grow my social media presence. I want to really build up my channels and get back on IG regularly. I kind of left that to the wayside because I was focused on one platform at a time, but I feel like I've got a good base on YouTube, a good handle. So yeah, I want to reach 10,000 subscribers on this channel. I'm being lofty for the second channel, 50,000 on my second channel, 10,000 on IG, and 1,000 on LTK. Again, these are just goals to reach. Overall, I just want to continue building my community on my platforms. And then personal and home. I said I wanted to take more time to care for my home and really continue to make it a home, but also build a life of convenience. So I find that taking care of my home and doing the things around here, while it brings me joy, it also wears me out and takes away time from the other things I want to do. And so if I can like find someone to come and do the dusting and cleaning like once a week, and like hire a like part-time nanny to keep Cole busy like a couple of hours on the weekend, like that would really help me with time management and getting a few things done that like I feel like I'm not able to do, and really just build convenience into my life. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Grace Beverly is the YouTuber's name that I was kind of following along with her process of prepping for 2025. And so she broke it into 4 parts. It is reflect, map, goal setting, and then accountability. And so accountability for me is bringing you all along the journey, letting you see the highs, the lows, and really just figuring this thing out. I know I'm not alone when I feel like I need a change in my life, when I feel like I've been stagnant and stale for too long. Like I know I'm not alone, and I know I'm not alone in where I'm at. So I want to bring you all along the journey, which is why I started the Transformation Diaries. And so yeah, that is where I'm at going into 2025. That is my process that I'm using this year, kind of where I'm going with it. And for those of you who feel stuck, check out those two videos, those YouTubers, because I feel like it was so perfect that I found them in the midst of my planning and my prepping. And one thing I did not mention is something that I created in my journal, well, in my mini editable planner, was something I saw on TikTok, and I thought it was so cute because it was right when I was doing my vision board and mapping out like how I wanted my goal setting to look this year, which is a vision board bingo card. And so I made me one, and so I can't wait to start checking things off and rewarding myself as I check things off and just really have fun with 2025. I think that's what I want out of 2025, is to just enjoy life and have fun again. So that's all for this video. I am taking a small break from YouTube just to kind of get myself going and get myself in a groove. It'll be a short one, and I can't wait to come back in 2025. I hope you all have a happy and wonderful new year, and I'll see you all in 2025. Bye, guys.